Nothing there. Nothing to be had there.
What does he know about duty? I won't be treated. I used to say that myself.
Really? How interesting.
Don't tell this to anyone. And it's going to get even worse.
Don't tell this to anyone. He had better shut up.
That's what I've always said. That's not what I heard.
That's what I've always said. You don't say.
Honestly, I witnessed it myself. And he works all day, too.
You don't say.
And Beliar spoke to another.
That doesn't surprise me.
I'm not touching that.
There you are.
People.
I've got a few I'm not touching that.
A sheepskin? You didn't go slaughter some farmer's sheep in the pasture, did you?
I wouldn't dream of doing that.
Wolfskin, that's good. Ah, even a shadow beast skin. Those are worth a lot. What the hell is this skin?
I ripped a troll off for that one.
Myself.
That? That is worth a small fortune. Good work. Come see me again when you have more.
I'm not touching that.
That's been known a long time.
Human slew the beast, and it entered
I hardly know what to believe anymore.
That's not what I heard.
Don't say you didn't know that.
But Adonos saw that order
But no, he insisted he knew better.
and he bade Enos to take his divine power from the
You hardly know who to believe these days.
Don't say you didn't know that.
That's not what I heard.
I can't read that.
Who says things like that?
Now that's typical, isn't it?
You should really have known better.
He can't keep anything to himself.
He'd better shut
Who
up.
says things like that?
Now that's
Those are
typical,
all
isn't
just
it?
rumors. It was his decision.
Someone's got to do the work.
Don't tell this to anyone.
So why won't they listen to me?
Really? How interesting.
Why haven't I heard about this before?
I can't help
You don't say.
Nobody ever asks me.
Who says things like that?
That doesn't surprise me.
I could have told you that before.
Nothing to plunder. Nothing there.
Hear ye, inhabitants due to the general situation, the forest and wilderness. inhabitants of Corinus, by the explicit order of the Honorable Lord Hagen, the following decree is hereby enacted. Martial law is immediately declared in all cities and regions of the realm. All civilian judges are to hand over their duties to the royal paladins, effective immediately. The Honorable Lord Andre is commanded to punish every crime or act of resistance against the king's guards most severely. Every inhabitant of Corinus who is guilty of a crime is to report immediately to Lord Andre.
Really? How interesting. You asked.
That's an open secret.
I don't believe that.
And he works all day too.
That's an open secret.
I don't believe that.
If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes.
If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes.
He simply talks too much.
If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes.
It works all right, too. Everybody knows by now. You don't say.
You don't say.
And it's gonna get even worse.
Don't tell this to anyone.
Who says things like that?
That's not wrong.
It's gonna get even worse.
I don't believe that. Take care of everything for everybody.
That's an open secret.
I won't tell her a thing from now on.
Who says things like that?
I can't take care of everything for everybody.
That's terrible.
Where? I found something interesting in your cellar.
What were you doing in my cellar?
Honestly,
You know damn well.
I don't know what you're talking about.
If I hadn't seen
Hey,
it with
you!
my own eyes.
he simply talks.
I'm looking.
Ah, you're in the...
What does it...
Absolute. The paladins are...
So can I stay the...
Yes, yes. Just go up the stairs. We still have...
That's not
Hear
what my
ye, inhabitants of Corinus. By the explicit order of the Honorable Lord Hagen, the following decree is hereby enacted. Due to the general situation, the forest and wilderness near the city are to be opened.
I've got an important message for...
Well, you stand before one of his men.
The hosts of orcs are led by
I know that the armies of the orcs are growing ever stronger. You don't have to tell me that, is what you wish to report to Lord Hagen. He would tear your head from your shoulders if you wasted his time with such stories. And I'm sure that you're clever enough to know that for yourself. So, what is the...
It's about a sacred artifact.
The Eye of Innos. I have never heard of it, but that doesn't necessarily mean anything. If there truly is an artifact of this name, only the highest members of our order would know anything about it. In any case.
That's why I have to talk to Lord Hagen himself.
Lord Hagen receives only paladins. Or though it is beneath his dignity to waste his time with members of the
I want to take up service.
Good. I can well use every able man here, no matter what his reasons for joining us. If you place yourself in the service of the paladins, I shall help you get an audience with Lord. However, I have my orders only to accept citizens. My commander is afraid that spies or saboteurs could. He wants to limit the risk this way. Therefore, you must first be a citizen of the town.
Is there a...
You're really serious about this? Good. Listen, I have a problem. But the most important thing is...
What's your problem?
Recently, there have been a number of thefts in the city. The scum know their bit. It would not amaze me if there were a thieves' guild in Corinthus. Find the leaders of the... Then I shall see to it that you... But you must say nothing.
Where should I start?
If I knew that, I'd go there. I can only tell you this much. We recently turned the entire harbor district upside down. The people there are not very talkative. But you are an outsider. You could ask around the harbor.
About the...
Yes?
I hunted them all down.
You have done this city a great service. If you are still interested in a position with the militia, you are entitled to the bounty for the bandits.
I'm ready to...
Then you are a citizen of Corinth.
Bosper the Bowmaker has taken me on.
Then you also know something about living in the wild. That is good, because the militia has assignments not just within the city. We can certainly use people who know their way around it. And the Bowmaker is an important man in the city. If he vouches for you, there's nothing standing in the... Furthermore, you have managed to rid us of the Thieves' Guild. You can join us if you wish, but once you wear the armor of the militia, you cannot simply take it off. Are you prepared to fight?
I'm ready.
Then so shall it be. Welcome to the militia. Here is your armor. Wear it with pride and dignity.
Can I fight?
You are now in the service of the paladins. They will let you in, but you had better have something important.
Don't worry, I do.
Remember that you are meeting the chief paladin. Behave yourself accordingly. You represent not only yourself now.
Will I get a weapon?
Of course. Peck usually takes care of that. But it occurs to me that I haven't seen him for... Find out where he's hiding and bring him here. And if you want to sleep, you can lie down in one of the beds in the bunk.
So Lord Andre accepted you. I expect you to come here and train. Ruga will train you in the art of the crossbow, and Mortis will... But the most important thing is for you to learn to handle your sword. I'll make a good fighter.
So sure.
And the sea release the land.
Will it ever change?
I'm not touching
That's an open
that.
secret.
There's nothing you can do
You
about it.
mustn't believe everything you hear.
Halt!
That's not what
Only the citizens of the...
I don't know why he gets so worked up.
I belong to the militia.
So, Andre accepted you. Then he can't... You are now one of the protectors of the city, so be nice and friendly toward...
Really? How interesting.
He really didn't deserve that.
Ah, you again. So, you actually managed to get into the upper quarter. There are some things you must heed here. Otherwise, you will wind up outside as fast as you got in here. You're only allowed to enter the merchant's building.
Ever change?
You can recognize them by the signs over the door, just so there are no misunderstandings. The other buildings belong to important citizens. There is nothing there for you. As a member of the militia, you also have access to the rooms of the paladins. But your quarters are still in the barracks. The important citizens of this town live in this quarter. So do we understand?
Sure. I've got to...
Wait! You don't know the new laws of the city yet.
Is it really true?
Later.
I couldn't get away with that.
That's not what I heard.
Only Enos decides what's right.
That's not what my husband thinks.
And he works all day, too.
He simply talks too much.
Welcome, traveler. I have a large selection and reasonable prices, and my potions are much better than the stuff that Zurus sells.
Honestly.
Show me your...
Go away. Don't tell me that.
He'd better shut up.
Don't tell this to anyone.
He'd better